What's up, everybody? Ulfhednar back at it again with a new video. Today we're gonna talk about the best, highest DPS in PvE in all mutations with some slight changes. So let's get straight into it. So here we are in game. This is Hatchet and Spear. And yes, this works even in Lazars against Ancients that have high defense against flash damage, which is our Hatchet. I will explain a bit. Why is that? So straight into attributes. You want to have 300 strength for this perk for having active grit. Then rest points, I just put in dex. No constitution. I have only 2 points here just to make it round because of OCD. Because our main damage weapon is Hatchet. Spear is mainly for debuffs. Now into weapon masteries. Hatchet, full Berserk, one Raging Torrent. And we have full running throw. This is going to be our attack chain resetter. Attack chain reset, this skill. We go with refreshing throws as well to have the highest uptime on running throw. Exploitation, more damage. Good old empowered passives. Even Fortify comes in handy. So, because we're gonna do our rotation will be mainly 3 light attacks in a row. Raging Torrent can get exactly 0 cooldown if you hit 3 enemies at least with 1 perk. I will show you in a second. Now we got the Spear. I'm using Skeever, Perforate, and Sweep. Sweep is great, high damage with this. So I will show you the rotation in a bit as well. Start with Perforate to apply the rend, then Skeever if you have the perk for it, or apply Bleed. Perk meaning reducing target's damage. Sweep for additional CC on the mobs and quite high damage. Don't use this on bosses, that's DPS loss. When it comes to gear, I'm rocking with medium. You would want light. I did not find light pieces when I was buying the set, and I don't feel like changing the whole set. I might though to light. But on every piece, the best thing you can get is ward for each mutation. There is Lazarus. This is Ancient. This is what I have equipped. Doing this on purpose with Ancient because Hatchet Spear works as the highest DPS even there. So Ancient War is the priority you want to get on every piece. Now, second priority, I would say, is the wards. Refreshing ward is bad because you're not a tank. You're not supposed to take damage. So classic refreshing would be the best. And then you would want weapon perks. So as you can see, I got Skeever. Reduces target's damage by 24%. Then I have Volt Kick, increasing crit chance. Not too bad. Never mind, we don't have Volt Kick. Scratch that. Don't mind me. Ignore anything I just said. Alright, we don't use Volt Kick, whatever. I used to use Volt Kick. That's why I have it. I switch to Sweep. So it comes down to your preference. You could go with Volt Kick as well for the sun. Chest again with the ward. You don't want to have that. That's not really good. But this is named item that drops from Lazarus itself. So the drops have the ward inside the dungeon, so you can actually drop a full set there, and you can upgrade it. But you would be in medium, I believe. It doesn't drop full light set. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now we got Amulet, the Divine, and Health. Refreshing. I have Refreshing on all 3 pieces, which is amazing. But Divine helps getting more heal from Berserk, from Hatchet, as well as Potion. So this comes in handy. Ring, Classic, with Keen Awareness, Refreshing. It's all you need. You don't need Hardy. Earring, Refreshing Toast, Refreshing. Amazing, these two. Purifying Toast can be good as well. Some of the affixes and mutations can be dispelled with this toast. Weapon. Now this is amazing one. I bought it for just 10,000 gold. No clue who put it for that cheap. But with this perk on weapon, you can make Raging Torrent with 0 cooldown if you have 3 enemies. So you'd want to get this on weapon or Refreshing Move, either or. Then Ancient Bane or any Bane for that given a mutation. Corrupted, Lost, Anger Earth, or Ancient. And then Thwarting Strikes is good because our main damage is coming from the light attack chain, the 3 light attack chain. You're gonna be attacking with that the most. It doesn't apply to Raging Torrent, and no, you don't have Great while Berserk is active. So many people think that Berserk is active Great, hence Thwarting Strikes is working, but it is not working because Berserk is not active Great. It is just uninterruptible. It's a different category. Now with Spear, I have Keen Empowered, which transfers over to Hatchet. Maybe in next patch, in Brimstone patch, I have heard or seen that Keenly perks might get nerfed and it doesn't transfer over to other weapon. We'll see, but it's still pretty good. Drops in Genesis, very good one. You could get, or you should get the one with Bane as well for the given mutation. But since this is my like debuffing weapon or CC weapon, I just don't really didn't want to spend extra cash, Umber shards to get a new one. Consumables, you could go with Gemstone Dust because a lot of mutations are magic as well, or the mobs as well. That's scary, especially that one caster in Lazarus. That is that AoE. If you're rooted, you cannot dodge it. Just use the Gemstone Dust. You can go with Oak Flesh as well, but this is just waste mutations, I would say. Regen potions, classic potions. Now you would want to use Honing Stone for more damage. You could even go with normal one. Honestly, this 3% difference, you could go with this one. The price difference here is massive. And then, of course, you would want to use the coating, which is in our case ancient coating, but you have corrupted coating, you have angry earth, and you have lost. Right? No, I don't have it. Right. If you're in, I believe Barnacles as well, but angry earth, which is Genesis, you would want to get blind elixirs as well. For Tempest Dynasty, you could get corruption potions as well, but I'm using strong incense for that. This works against corrupted. So meaning with the 40, the corruption has 60 cap, right? So it counts by 10, 50, 40, 30, yada yada. But with this, it goes to minus 40. So essentially you are at 100 resistance for corruptions. When it comes to rotation, you want to start with, it's up to you. You can start with Skewer into Perforate. If it's mobs, you can go with Sweep for extra damage, but up to you. Most mobs even have like, or some of the mobs in the trains have crit anyway because of the skills. You would swap into Hatchet, and our rotation is always like in the back attack, right? You want to pop Berserk into animation cancel light attack. So you do 1, 2, 3. You use running throw to reset the chain. 1, 2, 3. Raging Torrent. And again, 1, 2, 3. Raging Torrent. 1, 2, 3. You roll dodge. 1, 2, 3. You roll dodge because we still don't have it up. And stuff like that. If you don't have Raging Torrent or Running Throw, you always roll dodge. Wait for it. And again, reapply. You don't wanna. You also, if you pop Berserk, you don't wanna switch to Spear like I did right now. You wanna have the full duration of Berserk because that's a lot of damage. And again, Perfect for Rend, Skewer for Bleed, or the damage reduction. I don't really use Skewer on bosses. I feel like that's a damage loss with weapon swap and the animation of Skewer. So I just Perfect, go straight into Hatchet. Now we can cancel animation Berserk into Roll Dodge, Berserk, and Light Attack at the same time, or you do Raging Torrent instead of that. Like right there. Always Roll Dodge and Berserk with action button at the same time. For this, my Berserk is bound to side mouse button. So I really recommend to put it there because it really works. It really helps. Much easier to cancel. And I think this is it. If I missed anything, you guys let me know. But I believe I'll cover everything. If I have missed something, I will put it in the pinned comment section down below. Didn't want the video to be too long, so I think we did a pretty good job. And enjoy some playing in mutations. Good luck getting that gold for the Umbra shards, and especially good luck to getting best in slot items for a lot of gold. Alright, take it easy, and talk to you next time. Peace.